Welcome, everybody. If you're just joining us now, we have about 91 participants on the line, 9 short of 100. So let's, send out those texts and emails so we can push it over this 100 limit that we always, or this 100 goal that we always shoot for.
Hey, Avi?
Yes.
There is a Velocity Banking game in Plain City Tuesday night, and Dan Knickerbocker is kicking off in Tooele over in Wednesday night, a group over in Tooele. If anybody wants to get guests in Tooele to see Dan Knickerbocker, they're both on the calendar.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Pete, for that plug. So we have our speaker for today, none other than Mr. Money Michael Huggins. Now, before getting started with Renatus, Michael was actually working 2 low-wage jobs, one at Jiffy Lubes, the other at Sears Auto Center. He was covered in oil and tire dust and really felt like he was worked like a mule. He got invited down to a Renatus event. This was about 8.5 years ago, and he saw value right away. But at that time, he didn't really have the money to get started, but that did not stop him. He got extremely creative, asked his girlfriend at the time, her mother, for a loan, and although she initially said no, after continuous follow-up and showing value, he was able to get her to finally agree. Now, ever since getting started with Renatus, Michael has plugged in. He's grown his team across the nation, started doing real estate deals, and now if we fast forward to today, Michael is a 7-figure income earner. He is a PAC member, and we are just incredibly fortunate to have him here as our trainer today. So without further ado, I'd like to bring on the line Mr. Michael Huggins. Good morning, Michael. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the call. It's another beautiful day, Money Monday. Got a chance to change someone else's life, have an impact on other people other than just our wallets. We got that chance every single day. So let's use it. Let's use it. No need to engage in fear and stress and worry. Let's move forward with confidence. What the heck we're doing is incredibly valuable. It's changing people's lives. It's changing our lives. Let's keep marching forward with a smile. Okay, so I'm going to open up at the end of this call for Q&A stuff. So be thinking about stuff you want to ask me. I will be in less than 2 hours. I'm going to be leaving for about 10 days, headed to London and then to Scotland and Kentucky and Ohio. And then I'll be back. So good thing we got a great crew here. Everything runs like clockwork. I love this business because we can duplicate very easily and make sure everyone's making money. Okay, so, all right. What are we covering today? Oh, yes. Okay, perfect. Let me switch over here. All right, and if you are just tuning in, getting started with us, this is your first call, welcome. We do these calls every day, Monday through Thursday, to make sure that you're getting the info, support, techniques, ideas, compliance, introductions, meeting other people. And if you're returning, great work. I know sometimes there's some distractions and it's not always easy to stick to morning stuff and stay plugged into what you said you were going to do. It's not always easy to stick to it, but here you are. So congrats. And that's another day closer to getting our goals. Also, make sure that you share this webinar link. It's the same link every morning, but make sure you get your teams on there, because if you're letting me train your team members, chances are they're going to be a little more productive than if they were just on their own. So plug this into everybody. Let them know. Let them know. All right. Sharing screen over to the whiteboard here. So we did another cash recovery party last Friday. It was awesome. Turned out really well. And the whole idea, remember, is to to get people there. So here's what I'm thinking in this cash recovery party. Just while we're on the topic of these, there's a reason why it's super attractive, and we're running out of room now, which is really cool. So think about this for a second: the CRP and how it applies to W-2 people versus self-employed people. So the cash recovery party, because remember we're doing it on a Friday. We do it from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And we have catered food, okay, drinks and music, right, the right atmosphere kind of thing, lights and stuff, okay. So that's on a Friday. Penthouse. Doesn't need to be a penthouse, but all these other things we really recommend. So for a W-2 person, it's a great date night, right? You bring your spouse. Another reason why we like to do it on Fridays is because, if it's at 7, they're all already working from 9 to 5. So they just change their shirt or whatever and then, stay in their car and come over to the house, come over to the penthouse, come over to the CRP. So CRP at 7, so they're already there. They're already out and about, ready to just go. The other thing is with that Monday through Friday mentality, they get to think about it all week long, about how excited they are that they get to come to this cash recovery party. Right? I remember when I had jobs and we had things planned on Friday night, I was talking about it Monday morning at my job. I kept talking about it, talk about it all week. It's something I'm looking forward to. I'm so excited. And then if you think about the benefit of that is when they go back to their friends, friends are going to ask them, so how was that event? How did it go? What happened? And so now you're going to have prospects marketing for you because they're going to be blown away by what happened at the CRP. So it builds a lot of anticipation. Yeah. Okay, now with self-employed people, one thing is, I don't know if you've noticed, but on your weekly, the weekly 4 pillars that everyone has, usually on a weekday, right in the middle of the week, and so weekday evenings, you got to remember, for different personalities and different professions, days of the week mean different things. And this is something I've learned along the way. So our weekly 4 pillars usually ends on a weekday. Well, if you think about the self-employed mentality, these are the kind of people that don't like a boss, right? So they're not in that 9 to 5, okay? They've also, because they're in that self-employed mentality, they don't want a boss, they also have a different feel, and I'm not making a hard, fast rule. It's just a general observation, right? But I've also noticed that there's a hard, fast rule about evenings, and self-employed people protect their evenings more because if you think about it, why did they get into being self-employed? Is they want to be around for certain times. They want to be available at certain times of the day, right? And so they usually, what I've noticed is some self-employed people, it's hard to get to the meetings because their evenings is for their family. And their daytime, they're like, dude, I hustle all during the day so I can drop my kids off, I can pick them up, I could be around, but during the day, that's when I hustle. Okay, so since their evenings, they're more interested in staying home, it's hard to get them to the weekly presentation. But these people have the right kind of mindset because they're driven, they're motivated, they want to create something, they're thinking outside the box, right? So they're closer to that kind of mindset that we want to work with. But because they're protecting their family time in the evenings, they don't come to the weekly workshops, then the CRP is another perfect reason why self-employed people should show up. Okay, they don't want to come to meetings, right? The feel is just different. It's just a different structure. And so because it's on the weekend, it's a lot easier to build for self-employed people. If you notice that, your Super Saturdays, your intensives, you have a lot more self-employed people than during the week. Maybe in your area, maybe not. It's just my observation. But they have this, because they have this different mindset, they're also willing to do things in the middle of the day. So self-employed people are weekends and midday, whereas W-2 people are weeknights because they're trying to get out of their mess. And so you see that difference there. So the cash recovery party, we get a lot more self-employed people to show up because that's the time they can say yes. All right. Sorry, just sneezed and I thought I'd mute myself this time instead of sneezing into the mic. Okay, so with these cash recovery parties, now we're getting these self-employed people going, wait a minute. And then the very first thing that we start out with is that whole, default design method. And how do you want to make your life? 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, or 10, 10, 80. And so just want to congratulate Andrew and Brianne Cochran and Megan Hallett and Sarah and Skylar Jess from the Denver team. They're the team player awards for the last quarter. We do this once a month. And we threw the party for them, cash recovery party for them, for their guests. It was pretty awesome. I got to say, I'm really proud of these people. And it's another great way to reward people on your team is to fund a cash recovery party instead of, or in addition to, maybe like a service cup trophy or something like that. But it's a great way to say thanks. Throw a party for their people to throw a party. See what I mean? Cool. Okay. Well, now that everyone's here, I also want to mention and remind people that Renatus is interested in promoting you. They want to promote you. If you've done any deals, real estate deals, fix and flips, tax liens, rentals, anything. If you've done deals, we want to know. And we want to showcase you, and we want to celebrate you. So what Renatus has done is created a way for you to let them know so they can turn your story into a commercial or into a flyer. So if you know this or you know someone on your team that's done it, you can write one paragraph, okay, of who you are, and one paragraph on the deal, what the deal is. Okay, who and what. 2 paragraphs, one of each, and then several photos. Make sure the photos are as highly defined, most pixels, best quality, high quality, better quality. If you do like a screenshot or something, is definitely not good enough. It's got to be a picture. Okay, but if you got before and afters, or maybe you got an aerial shot of what you're working on, whatever it is, you being in the house, in front of the house, or if you're doing notes, just whatever kind of picture that we can use to create and showcase your success. What you're going to do once you got those 3 items, right? We got one paragraph, pictures, 3 things. What you're going to do is send all that to customer service at myrenatus.com. Customer service at myrenatus.com. They will grab it, run through it, reach out to you, and then work with you to showcase you and personalize the message. And then the more people who do this, the easier it is for all of us as marketers to start lining up the right message, right? If we got all kinds of people, every economic situation, every age group, you know, from 18 to 100, right? We got 9 generations in there. We got all kinds of economic models. We got all kinds of education background and experience. If we could get every kind of person, right? Economy, education, age, experience, gender, race, creed, all of that, what area of the country, right? We get all this stuff. We get such a good mix that when I meet that school teacher, I can send all kinds of school teacher success stories. And when I meet the waitress, I can send all kinds of waitress success stories. And when I meet the taxi driver and the real estate agent, I got 50 different kinds of real estate agents that are out there being successful, so I can send them one. See what I mean? So if we're all sending in our success stories, customer service at myrenatus.com, then they'll turn it into these incredible assets for us to use to keep growing. So pretty cool. Let everyone know. Mention it at your Super Saturdays, or if you're doing your own team calls, or if you hear someone that just closed on a deal, say, "What? You closed on a deal, dude? You should let Renatus know. They'll turn it into a commercial. They'll promote you. That's awesome." Pretty cool. Any questions on this? Okay. The other thing that we want to do, or that we are doing, is another way to celebrate. This is, instead of deals or monetary celebrations, this is going to be life celebrations, right? So birthdays, anniversaries, marriages, right? Big happy things, becoming 5-star, or 1-star, right? Business growth. Again, also we can showcase deals here as well. But all kinds of cool stuff. Births, right? People giving births. Also deaths. There's some people who we get to work with them for so long that their time comes and they have to move on. But these are things that we want to include in newsletters and posts and blogs and just celebrating each other. So if it's your birthday, guess what? Just send an email to Renatus. And the email, or you just got married, you just had your anniversary, and this could be the anniversary of your marriage. It could be the anniversary of joining Renatus. It could be the anniversary of your first deal. Hey, you know what? It's been a year since we closed on our first deal, revolutionized our life. It's been the anniversary. It's been such a great year. All those things that we can promote and share and keep that culture going. That website, or that email address, is renatuscares@myrenatus.com. There we go. renatuscares@myrenatus.com. We start promoting stories and other things. That way, we just become so attractive. People will just fall in love with us. They can't ignore us. There's too many good things being said, too many testimonials and evidence that our system rocks. We've got enough evidence, people will buy. Some people buy the same day they hear about it because we've just positioned it correctly. Pretty sweet. Okay. 1 second. My real estate agent's calling me. I got to make sure, because I'm leaving for London, I got to answer this. Sorry, ladies and gents. Hey, Matt. No. Okay. So if everything's due on the 15th, if we settle everything up on the 6th, do we just want to include May's payment in the down payment? That's what you're saying? Yeah. 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 Did you get with Matt Means and figure out that exact payment? Because if we know exactly what it is and we have a copy of the note, then once Matt sends it over, I can just attach that onto the wire. We can be like, this is the down payment. That's the monthly payment. But we got to get a hold of Matt and get a copy. It's been 2 weeks. Yeah, we would just add May's payment onto the down payment. That way he's not out of pocket anything. Yeah, and we just need to verify that through Matt Meets. Cool. All right, sir. Thanks for your help. Bye. Okay. All good news. It's working. It's working. So we're buying a forest. That's not the real shape. It looks different. But anyway, it's we got an opportunity. It looks really cool. It more looks like this. So we're buying a forest, and right here is like a main highway. It goes off into the distance. And we got one lot right here. We're thinking we could put a hotel right here and then make a cash flow of forest with a little 10 spot hotel right here. Oh my goodness, there's a waterfall and a river. There's like 3 rivers that run through it. It's freaking awesome. And there's a pool and a waterfall up here. And bears and deer like to run through here, and wild turkeys. Anyway, we're gonna make this cool nature preserve and maybe a leaders retreat thing one day. Who knows? Anyway, that's what I was working on. Results aren't typical. I'm not a CPA or licensed professional. I work my butt off, and real estate is unique. Every deal is unique. Okay. So now you know. Now you know about those websites. Renatus Cares at myrenatus.com and customer service at myrenatus.com to send out your deals. Let's celebrate you. Okay, so we are gearing up for a couple things. One is in Salt Lake City, we got that intensive on this Saturday, right, with Gavin McCaleb. That is going to be hugely beneficial if you actually put guests in front of Gavin. Okay, Gavin used to be an IMA. Okay, he used to be a 5-star. He still is a 5-star. But his main thing when he was getting into real estate and he first found Bob Snyder's system is he was an IMA. He was a successful real estate investor, but also an IMA, which means he knows what to say in order to sell combos. Now he's showing up to teach them real estate, but throughout the whole day, he's saying things a certain way so that by the end of the day, they've fallen in love with the program and want to buy. Okay, so it's more than just a real estate instructor. It's a real estate instructor that knows how to sell what you're selling. That's awesome. It's huge. Makes it so much easier. But the other thing to be aware of is Live Education Week coming up, right? It's coming up first week of May, Live Education Week, and we're doing it with Jay Massey. And the topic is advanced nightly rentals for 3 days. It's It's incredible how many ways you can do nightly rentals, all the pros and cons, all the do's and don'ts. So it's going to be May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in SLC. Okay. Salt Lake City, the actual address is 1312 West, 75 North, Centerville, Utah. Was the city right next to Salt Lake. And I recommend if you have your combo, you just show up, right? It's 9 to 5. You just show up. You got your combo, go and register, show up, be there. You've already paid, just be there. But if you pay attention and you see what this opportunity really is, this is a fantastic way to make some huge sales, huge sales, because guests can attend. They can attend a half-day session. Okay, so they can do a morning session or an afternoon session, AM or PM, and it's on 1, 2, or 3. So they can pick. So there's technically 6 sessions that you can put guests into. Okay. So let's build for these. I've already got some IMAs calling me, hitting me up. Gentry, who moved to Puerto Rico after he bought his combo because he wanted to focus and live his life and live on the beach and do real estate at the same time. He found out about this workshop, says, wait a minute, not only am I going to be there, but I'm going to make sure I have guests there. So he called me last week. He's like, hey, I'm bringing this guy, register them for me. They're coming with. So he's building his real estate business while building his marketing business and making the journey out there. So it's definitely a good use of your time. You get to network and work with Jay Massey. Think about that. All 3 days, you can take selfies with them and promote yourself on Facebook and social media because of the kind of people you're spending time with. You get to meet the CEO, right? You get to meet the home team, meet the CEO, meet the home team, everyone that's taking care of the back office and Helios and everything that's going on there. So it's more than just your class. This is a fantastic opportunity to really totally shift your mindset and your belief and your understanding of what's possible at Renatus, what kind of business you can build here, real estate and marketing. So get on it. All right, I got some chats. Let me open these up, see what we got going on here. Do we have flyers for these 2 events? Let me pull that up. Pulling that up. So I didn't get like a flyer yet. Let me actually text. Let me text real quick. Texting Angie. Angie Perkins is the one that helps with all the visuals. Okay, but what about a flyer? Did you make that info? Okay. So as soon as I get the official flyer, I'll send it out to you guys. But here's what I got from the webinar. They just did a webinar about this. Here we go. Okay, so real quick, just want to remind everyone that out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field, and that's where I'll meet you. Okay, so here we go. Brand new learning path. So the entire learning path is taught by Jay Massey, Hugh Zaretsky, Chris Wilson, Brian Sump, Nicole Call, and Christian George. It is a fantastic nightly rental trek. If anyone is interested, so I was walking my dog yesterday, and right when we were doing that, I was talking about how excited I am about this new group of classes I get to attend. Right, 'cause I'm just talking about going out of town, and he was like, "Why?" I said, "I've got this Airbnb workshop that I'm going to. I'm part of this incredible real estate community, and anyway, I'm going to take 3 days of class on this. It's awesome." He goes, "What? Airbnb is my jam. Like that's what I do. That I got out of regular rentals and got into these, and so now I got him interested in it. So it's easy to talk to. It's like the hottest thing out there right now. So build for it. Don't just attend, but build for it. Get some butts in seats. Okay. Something else to remind everyone about is we also have a velocity banking app coming out, being launched right when we launch Helio. So another big tool to help people understand the power of this system and why they should get educated through that. Something else that's going to be happening is Woodward is going to be, or has already created a course, and as people attend the first event, that they come to the intro, the 4 pillars, and they see our price and our services and what we offer, then they can actually buy one of our courses. We got a course for $27. People can start to build up their entrepreneurship understanding, and obviously Woody Woodward's had an incredible business resume, so to speak. So he built this training for people to learn from his learnings and learn from his mistakes, learn from his successes on what it takes to be an entrepreneur. $27. There's also going to be a 5 Pillars of Success workshop. It's 5 hours, and they're going to dive in 1 hour on each of these things and do a really good training. And so there's other people that once they come to the info or the intro, you can sell them this. And then once they fall in love with that, then they're easy to buy the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So we're making it easier for you to sell things, lowering the price, or creating new content for people to buy. Because then remember we talked about influence last week. We talked about how when people say yes to something small, then they'll say yes to something big. This is exactly what we're doing here. Okay. And we've also created some closed captioning. I think there's now 13 or 11 different languages we do it in. New workbooks are being launched, and then Helios is now being geared towards or being able to market towards people that speak Spanish. The whole Latin community, everything involved in there. So all the marketing material, subtitles for the education. We've got customer service that's now speaking Spanish. It is awesome. It's incredible. This is Bob Snyder adapting to what we need and making sure that we're having the biggest impact we can have and making the most money we can make. So the other thing that every one of you should go back and review is the Marketing Mastermind 6 video series that Bob Snyder and Woody Woodward made together. So that's in the Helios. I will show you where that is. And then, of course, we've got a bunch of upcoming workshops and trainings as well. So again, just plug in. Stay plugged in. There's so much out there. I don't get it why people are like, well, I can't go because of my job. It's like, dude, if you keep protecting your job, you're going to keep having a job. You got to tell your job, hey, I can't go because I got this business over here that I'm doing. Think about it the other way around. Okay, also, there's going to be a Renatus store in Helios. So you'll be able to buy hats and shirts and lanyards and whatever, all kinds of fun stuff that they're making out there, jackets, and it's going to be awesome. So guys, get excited. This is huge. And then also for conversation starters, so like at our CRP, I also had the Renatus yearbook. They've also created a book called the Renatus Success Stories. And I believe you can order it at myrenatus.com/book, I think is the website. Don't quote me on it. You could get it with this interesting long book link over here. I'm pretty sure it's just myrenatus.com/book. Yeah, that's not it. There's Eric Counts. Look how freaking awesome he looks. Make sure you get headshots like this for your Helios Business Center. You need a headshot like this. Or you need a headshot. It doesn't need to be like this, but you need a headshot. Not a full body shot, not you goofing around on your car, walking your dog. Just a head, you. Okay. Okay. All right, so with that being said, let me jump back over here. Where is it? There we go. This is huge. It's incredible. Our product, our services just got better for our customers, and Bob didn't raise the price. So freaking cool. Get out there and tell everyone. Okay, so Esther says, how can I stream these classes? Let me switch over to my laptop real quick so I can show you exactly how to do that. New share, Google Chrome, share. There we go. So secure.myrenatus.com. What you're going to do is, because when in May, it's going to be switched over to Helios. So you're going to come into the Helios login. You're going to come into education. You're going to click on the live education tab right here. And then this will actually be a thing by then. Okay. But for now, you go to secure.myrenatus.com and you log into the business center. You'll see something a little bit different. You come into education, you click on live, and then this is what you get here.
Hi everybody, this is Jay Stark. We're here at the Renatus live recording, and I'm standing here with none other than one of our fantastic Fab members, James Lease. James, tell me, how are the classes going so far?
Oh my gosh, the classes are phenomenal. What we're learning out here, you know, California's been through its turn, and we've seen a lot of developments coming out. We're seeing a potential possibility of another turn. And what Gary's bringing in is really vision and clarity of when do you get in the markets, when do you get out. And I am flipping so excited because a lot of this knowledge I've been, you know, we've been in the fix and flips and the buy and hold fields and building our market. But the land development, you know, we're kind of just touching on that. We've had one deal out there in California, just some students that were doing it. And this is a whole entire another vision and clarity for what's possible for all of us.
So you kind of sound like a Gary fanboy. Are you a Gary fanboy?
I'm a Gary fanboy.
Nice. All right. Well, you heard it from James Lease himself. Things are picking up here at the Renatus live recording.
And I gotta say, taking another week off, spending time with the corporate office, man, you're missing out. I love this building. I love the environment, the people, the studio, the filmings. So if you haven't been down here, I'm going to recommend anybody taking the opportunity when they do the upcoming films to come on down. So it's phenomenal.
Cool. You heard it. You heard it from James Lease.
Hey, everybody. This is Jason.
Opportunity's got a little bit longer
if
video.
you're in the company in Renatus and you had.
So anyway, there's a ton of videos that you could check out there. Now, if you know you're going to be there, right? I see some people are asking how much do these classes cost. Sandra, if you have your combo, is free. If you have your AIT advanced combo and your learning path, and you bought the learning path that is nightly rentals, then that's included as well. Okay, no, you can't actually buy the live education. It's just included in your package. So if they're doing the essentials classes at the live studio and you own your essentials, then you can just show up. You don't have to pay. But if you don't own that class in your package, then you will be a guest for a half a day. And that's it. Or if you're not there, you're just not let in, right? That's it. Okay, so Doug says, Mary and I registered for Massey already. Gearing up. That's what I'm talking about, Doug and Mary. And they don't even live in Utah, but they're going to make sure they're there to see it. So to register, what you would do is hover over the education tab and click on class registration. And then you register yourself and your learning partner right here. So those few IMAs that called me and said, hey, I got guests coming, I just clicked over here and I started registering them. So let me know if I can register guests for you as well. Okay, let me read this here. How do Okay, so that will actually just be a link. So I got a question about how to access the trainings that we made. It'll be a promo thing that once they've attended an intro, I don't know how the IMAs access it yet. Maybe I'll have Christian George come out here next week and work on something. I'll find out. I actually have a call with Christian George in 12 minutes, so I will find out and let you know. Let me make a note here. Okay, I will find your answer. Okay, so yeah, super excited. Let's use this. Let's use all this time and energy and effort and money spent to make this class. We can leverage it with our marketing business. So get out there, spend some time, get to know the people. It's going to be worth it. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, our marketing lives are going to get so much easier in just a couple days. So let's do one other thing real quick and make sure, because I keep finding people that haven't done this. We're going to spend the last few minutes and just make sure that everyone is activating their campaign. We got to make sure. Robbie, yeah, that's the Audible account is no more. We exceeded the limit, and you got to start your own now. So that's that. Okay, so here I am in my dashboard. There's a link right here. It says new drop cards. Click here to get your drop cards. So I'm going to click on this, and what it does is I download a zip file. And let me change how I'm sharing so you can see everything. My desktop. There we go. Okay, so here it is. It downloaded in a zip file. So if I double click on the zip file, and it's called drop cards. That's the file. Then we got all these sample pieces that I can look at and print and modify. So this was the zip file. So there's this, there's this, there's this, there's this. There's all different kinds. Okay, depending on how you like to market it. And then you just put your link on the back of this card or on this right here. You just put your name and your link. Keep it super simple. You remember the picture that Bob Snyder had? All it was his name, his phone number, his email, and his link. That was it. That's it. Name, phone number, email, link. Okay, so that's where you'll get the stuff so that you can make your cards. You got the front and the backs here, right? It just depends. Some people are attracted to beaches. Some people are attracted to, big coastal properties. Some people are attracted to mountains and fields. It just depends on who you're talking to. What kind of picture is going to jive? It's easy. Pick one and go for it. Okay. Well, we got some chats coming in here. You can't see nothing. See it? Put a QR code on it. Where did you find that? Sorry, Manuel. It took a second. Christy, you just email customer service at myrenatus.com. If you cannot log in, the second you have a challenge, you just email them. Call them. Don't wait. Okay, I'll show you one more time, Lily. So right here. So right here on the dash, it says new drop cards, this banner right here. Okay, if you just click right here, then it'll download a zip file, and then you open up your zip file. and then you pick, and then you'll download that, and then you'll modify it a little bit, right? Whatever program you use, or take over to Office Max or FedEx or whatever, Office Depot, gotprint.com, whatever, Vistaprint, get those cards out. It's going to make your life so much easier. And then what you'll do is pay attention to these last few steps. And I know a lot of you don't have every person on your team on this call, so you need to pay attention so that you can go tell your team what to do. You're going to click on this AMP button. Once you click on the AMP button, there's going to be 3 buttons on the side here. What you're going to do is click on the settings button. Right when you click on that, if you have not, you need to fill this out. Put your phone number, put your name. Then you're going to click on this button down here called website. And you're going to, you won't see this until you pick a name. You're going to have one field, and you're going to need to pick a name for your website. So I like to think I'm really clever, so I came up with this, michael.myrenatus.com. It's a joke. It's not clever. Okay, it's simple, but don't do something crazy. Don't do something long. Do something simple. You could do either your name, or like what Pete did is he did wealthybydesign.myrenatus.com. Or you could do, smileanddial.myrenatus.com. You could do whatever, as long as it's, in a compliant word, you have no issues. Pick your word, then it'll be in pending. Then tomorrow you'll need to come back in and you'll need to click active on all these. It'll default to inactive if you're brand new just setting this up. So then you have to come back and click on active and activate all 4 of your websites. Okay. Then, if you need to change the name of your website, you got to work with customer service. Give them a call or start the chat bar. You see this blue button down here? Website. What do I need help with? And I'll say, okay, great. Well, by the way, remember, you can check this stuff out, or you can just start a live chat, and then I'll be like, hey, I need some help changing the name to my website. I picked something I don't want to use anymore, or whatever. See what they say. Okay. So then once you come and activate them, then you'll need to do 2 more things. After you come on and clicked on the website link, then you come down here to the campaign button, and you will activate the campaign. Okay, active, and then check this email box. Once you've done that, you're good to go. Then you can go to michael.myrenatus.com, or my customers can. You will send your customers to your link, and then this is what they'll experience. michael.myrenatus.com. Finally, a company with a simple, no hype approach to serious cash and real estate. And see what I put down here, when I put my name and my phone number in that first spot, then it populates right there. So don't put a goofy name, put your real name and get a nice picture going. That's why I made sure Vanessa was in my picture. And then put your phone number so that when you hand off your card to people and they want to go check out your site, if they don't have your phone number, I don't know why they wouldn't, because they have your card, but again, then it'd just be right there on their website for them to call you. Oh my goodness, this was awesome. I just watched the video. Now what? Right? They can fill this out and watch the next round of videos in here. Okay. Yes, you can put that's where you'll put your headshot there, Ravi, and you'll also put it up here in the top left of Helios. And then you also put it in the AMP portion for your settings. Oops. There's my contact list, main menu, settings, photo, right there. There you go. Okay. So Esther confirmed customer service can change that for you. Okay, Lily, I don't know why your AMP tab isn't there. That's kind of weird. Send me a screenshot. Just text me. Show me what you're working with. Show me what you're working with. That's how we do it here in software diagnosis. Just show me. So there you go. Now you know where to get your, holy cow, I gotta go. Now you know where to get your link. Now you know how to activate your link site. Let's do it one more time. Click on AMP. Then you will come down to settings. You will fill this out. You will click on website. You will pick a website name. You will come back and activate them. Then you will come down to campaign and activate that and check the email box. Okay, log out and log back in, Lily. Try that. Okay, I got to hop on the pack call real quick, and then we are headed out of the country. Now, of course, you know, because of the power of the internet, we'll still be able to answer questions and comments and concerns and whatever was still available. But yeah, some of you leaders get to step up and step in and fill in some roles, right? We got 6 out of the 10 London contest winners are from our team. So we're duplicating, we're doing something right. Just use the stuff we give you. Use this information, use the training. Don't be shy about what you're learning here. If anyone can do it, anyone can do it, right? That's the good news about business. So we'll stay focused. Appreciate you guys working hard, and we will talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.